Hello students, welcome once more to online video class for class 10th computer applications. Today also we are going to study about the programs of string handling. So two programs we will discuss today. First one, a program to accept a string and print the frequency of each alphabet. Means how many times each character is present in the given string. Second program, accept a word and replace vowels with character following it. So starting with the first program, accept a string in uppercase and print the frequency of each alphabet. If we have sample input computer applications, then we need to print how many times each alphabet has appeared. For example, A has appeared 2 times. B is not present here in computer applications, so B will not be printed. C has come 2 times. D is not present. E has come 1 time, like this. And the frequency of characters we have to display in the same format, means alphabetic order. So starting with the program, question is you have already seen. First we need to take a string in the variable str. I and j are loop variables. Here we need nested loop, that is why 2 loops. L to find the length of the string. F to find frequency of each alphabet present in the string. So F will store frequency of A, and after printing it we don't need the frequency of A again. That is why same variable F will store frequency of next letter. CH will extract each character of the string. So first we need to take the input in variable str. Now this input can be in the form of capital letter or small letter or combination of capital and small letter, because we have not given the clear message. So user can enter in any form. So print the result input. Print the input whatever is entered by the user as it is. Then we will convert it to uppercase. So str will store the same letters in uppercase format. Then display uppercase letters with a message. Then find the length. Now in the output we need to display alphabet on left side, frequency on right side. So give a message for printing alphabet. /t will give some space between alphabet and frequency. So this message should be printed before the loop, so it will print only one time. Alphabet left side, frequency right side. Because we need to follow the same format. Here character is there, so you can display character or alphabet. So left and right side. Now the working I will explain. See the working of the program along with the logic. Only then it will become clear to you. On the left side we have logic of the program. On the right side I will explain the working. Suppose in str we have taken the input computer applications. It is in combination of uppercase and lowercase letters. So after changing to uppercase, same variable str will store computer applications in uppercase format. After this statement, we will get str in capital letters. Then L will store the length of str. So here length is 21. Now the index of the characters in computer applications I have shown in the table. First character C has index 0 and the last character S has index 20. So 0 to 20, that is why total 21 characters are present. Now the logic starts from the loop, outer loop. See, this outer loop starts with 65, it goes up to 90. You know that 65 is the ASCII code of capital A, 90 is the ASCII code of capital Z. So in the output we need to display the frequency of the characters in the alphabetic order. That is why I have taken the loop from 65 to 90. So first, when I is 65, it means we need to check A is present in the given string how many times. Now see the working here on the right side. When I equal to 65, 65 less than or equal to 90 is true. Now in the body of outer if, f is initialized with 0. It means frequency of A we need to count, and counting starts with 0. So first time frequency of A is 0. Now our logic is to extract each character of the string and check how many times A is present. Now compare each letter of the string with I. I is 65. So 65 means capital A if you convert into character. So we need to extract each character of the string and compare with 65, that is A. Means check A is present how many times. If it is matching, then F will increment. That is the logic here. So first time when j equal to 0, inner loop j is required to extract each character of the string. So j equal to 0, j less than L, j plus plus. L you have seen 21, less than 21 means up to 20 it will go. So from 0 to 20 it will extract each character of the string. So when j equal to 0, at 0 index we have ch initialized with capital C. Then if ch double equal to char I, ch is capital C, char I is 65, so char I will become A. If we will check whether C is matching with A or not. So here it is not matching, that is false. So when it is false, then F will not increment. It means F will remain 0 itself. Now when I equal to 1, j equal to 1, I will remain same. For every value of I, j will run 21 times. So when I equal to 65, that is capital A, j loop will run 21 times. It will extract each letter of the string, computer applications. So when j is 1, at one index we have got capital O. Now compare this capital O with again A, that is also false. So same process will repeat. From 0 to 8 index, A is not found. So if condition will become false every time, but when j equal to 9, at 9 index a is found. Now this a is ch is matching with char I, so both are a. Now f will increment, so f will become 1. It means first a we have got at index number 9. In the same way, when j is 15, at 15 index also we will get a, so a will increment once more, so 2 times a is incremented. When j is 20, now a is not found, loop will be over when j becomes 21. So how many times a is found? Only 2 times it is found. Now this expression, when this loop will be over, then we will come to know that for I equal to 65 means capital A. Capital A is found how many times? That we have seen 2 times. Now we need to print it only when it is present. So when f is more than 0, it proves that this character is present. So when it is more than 0, it means character is present. Only then that character will print. Otherwise it will not print. So here you can see a is found 2 times. So 2 is more than 0 satisfied. So what it will print? Char I. I is 65. So when converted to character, we will get a on left side. And after slash t, we will get f. F means 2. It means a on left side, 2 on right side. So first letter a we have got. It is present 2 times. Now after printing the frequency of a, now the body of outer loop will be over. Then I will update here. I will become 66. So when I is 66, it means capital B we have to search. So same process will repeat again. Again j will run from 0 to 20. And we will compare each letter of a string with B. So when B is found, then F will increment, otherwise it will not increment. Now we will see the result. You can enter the input in any form, uppercase, lowercase, or combination of both. Computer applications. Now you can see string in uppercase we had entered in combination of uppercase and lowercase. Now alphabet on left side, frequency on right side. A is found 2 times, C is found 2 times, like this. We can get the result. I hope this program should be clear to you now. One more program we will discuss today. Write a program to accept a word and convert it into lowercase if it is in uppercase. Display the new word by replacing only the vowels with the character following it. So if the input is computer, computer is already in lowercase, so after changing to lowercase we will get same. Now wherever is vowel present, that we need to replace with next character following it. So C will print as it is. First vowel in computer is O. So O will be replaced by next character of O is P. So after C we have got P. Then M will print as it is. P will print as it is. U is again vowel. So U is replaced with next character, that is V. T printed as it is. E is vowel. So E is replaced with next character, that is F, and R will print as it is. Now see the program. First the variables. Word will store the input word. Word 1 will store same word in lowercase letters. Word 2 will store the modified word. So wherever we store the modified string, we need to initialize with blank. L to find the length, I loop variable, chr to extract each character of the given string. First accept the word in the variable word, then L will store the length of that string. Word 1 will store the same word in lowercase letter. So up to here it is simple. After that logic starts. So that logic I will explain with the working steps. Suppose in the word we have stored computer. In capital I have taken. So L will store the length of computer, that is 8. Word 1 will store the same word in lowercase and word 2 is blank. Now the index of each character of computer I have mentioned in the table so that you can understand. Total 8 characters are present in computer, so indexing is from 0 to 7. Now see the logic here. This loop will run how many times? Starting with 0, less than L means less than 8, that is 7. So loop will run from 0 to 7, that is 8 times. You can see the index is also 0 to 7. So our objective is to extract the characters present at the given index from 0 to 7. It means all the characters of computer word will get extracted. So CHR will store the characters present at each index. Now check whether this CHR is vowel or not. So there are 5 vowels. Since we have converted the given string in lowercase, so if vowel is present, that will also be in lowercase. So we need to check whether CHR is lowercase vowel. So CHR equal to A or CHR equal to E, like this for A, E, I, O, U. If any one is true, then CHR plus plus. It means if vowel is found, then that vowel will be incremented by 1. It means A will become B, E will become F, I will become J, O will become P, and U will become V. So vowel will change to character following it, next character following it. So if vowel is found, only then CHR will increment by 1 because it is in the body of if. And if vowel is not found, then this statement will not run. But this statement will run every time whether vowel is found or not found, since it is outside the body of if. Suppose first time when I equal to 0, then whatever character is stored at 0 index, if it is not a vowel, then that character will get added in word 2 as it is. But if the character is vowel, then it will be incremented by 1. So vowel will be replaced by next character, and after replacement by next character, then the new character will get added. So that is the logic here. Now see the working steps. When I equal to 0, 0 less than 8, true, CHR will store first character at 0 index, that is small c. Now we will check whether it is vowel or not. It is not a vowel, so if condition fails, when if condition fails, CHR will not increment and same CHR will get added in word 2. So word 2 equal to blank plus same character C. So C is added. So we will get C in double quotes. Second time when I is 1, O is found. Now for O, if condition satisfies because it is a vowel, so CHR plus plus will execute. So O will be replaced with P, or you can say O is updated with P because of increment. Now this new letter P will get added in previous value of word. So here word 2 equal to previous value of word 2, that is C in double quotes plus small p. So C plus P will become CP. Similarly, when I is 2, at 2 index we have got character small m. Small m is not a vowel, so if condition fails, so small m will get added in previous value of word 2, that is CP. So CPM we have got. When I equal to 3, small p is found at 3 index. It is also not a vowel. So this small p will get added in the previous value of word 2. So CPM plus small p, CPMP. So same process will repeat. When vowel is not found, same character will get added in word 2. When vowel is found, then vowel will be incremented by next character. And after the loop is over, then we need to print value of word 1 and value of word 2. Then we will get the result. Now let us see the result. So I am typing in the mix case. New word after changing the case, computer in lowercase we have got. Now the new word after replacement. You can see O is replaced with P, U is replaced with V, E is replaced with F. So vowel is replaced with next character and the other letters or added as it is. So I hope you would have understood it. Now revise both the programs and try to solve the exercise programs from your textbook. So I hope in today's session, whatever logic is explained, whatever programs are explained, you would have understood. Please take care. Thank you.